Okay, I am live. I am live. All right, there we go. So we have another beer here. This was again sent to me by Nick, Mad Max Star, Maxwell Stars Beer Reviews, the host of Beer Analysis 101 every Wednesday night on his channel. And this is from something, I don't think I've had anything from this brewery before, as far as I can recall. This is Trailway Brewing out of Fredericton, New Brunswick, and this is their Good Weather IPA. There you go. It's supposed to be an American IPA in style, featuring Victoria's Secret or Vic Secret hops, Australian hop. Trailway, like I said, out of Fredericton, they seem to be focused on a lot of like super hoppy stuff. Like that seems to be, whether it be, hop bitterness or just hop flavor, they seem to be really focused on the hops being the predominant thing in their beers for the most part, from what I can tell. So yeah, Vic Secret, that's a tropical hop. So see what we get out of this. All right. So yeah, she's pretty hazy. It's kind of yellowish hazy kind of color there. Wouldn't quite say golden straw. It's more of a I don't know, really. Kind of bordering on orange here and there, but yeah, yellowish orange, I guess. A good hit on there too. It's pretty good. Or to Aroma. Oh yeah. Vic Secret tends to give you what was it? Yeah, Vic Secret tends to give you tropical notes, but I think if I recall correctly, you can get like pine out of it as well. Generally, like it's one of the characteristics. So I'm definitely getting some like big grapefruit here. There is a little bit of a pine in the background as well. Like it's a little joke going around with my beer friends lately, but it smells kind of dank, a little dank, because it's just got a big, kind of deep, citrusy smell here. Not dank in the sense of like onion and garlic and shit like that. Like that stuff you can also, and cat piss, like you can get from like Simcoe hops and stuff. But yeah, mostly grapefruit, maybe a little bit of like pineapple, mango-ish kind of thing in there, but mostly grapefruit and kind of a pine, resiny pine kind of thing in there. And then we'll go right to the taste. Cheers. Good tropical flavors up front. People who've watched my reviews in the past know I'm not a big fan of like big tropical beers or whatever, but this is pretty good without being too intrusive, too cloying. And I just say cloying for me, where I find like a lot of tropical flavors in a beer not necessarily as much something I'm really into. So when I get an abundance of them, I do find it a bit cloying, and not in the same sense of like, it's too sweet or something like that, But here it seems fairly well put together, well muted, or dialed back, reined back to the point where it's not just super crazy. It's not like a I wouldn't say this is quite the juice bomb that I've experienced in some beers lately in the last couple of years. So yeah, kind of a light mango, slightly grapefruity kind of taste on the forefront here on the malt. Or it might just be some of the hops coming through on that as well. But it finishes a little sweet, a little bitter, mostly kind of a lingering grapefruit. You were in the chat here saying, sounds like a beer for snowflakes and baby palates. Very well could be. You would know better than me. It's fine. It's here's the thing. Even though it is a little bit dialed back compared to like some of these big fucking juice bombs that have been going around. And when was this? April 15th. This was canned, so it's still fairly fresh. I just don't really care for IPAs of all kinds of big tropical flavors and stuff like that. And even though this is dialed back a little bit, it's still kind of samey to me. Like it just kind of tastes like every other fucking IPA on the market for the most part in a certain way. It's got a bit more bitterness going for it. So, I mean, if it fits the style perfectly, fine. American IPA, but it's got the tropical hops instead. That's kind of the only thing that this is. It's fine. Sam Squanch, 1996, is in the chat. Says, good evening. Good evening, sir. Yeah, it's got some okay maltiness up front. Finishes with a good mild bitterness pretty much for this sort of style. Tropical flavors are abundant, but not overbearing. If you like this sort of thing, you're going to like it a lot, I think. For me, style-wise, yeah, you know what? 7.5. Perfectly good American-style IPA with just having the slight change up of having, the Australian Vic Secret hops in this, making it more of a tropical thing than like a standard American IPA that would be, either like really grapefruity or really piney or really somewhere in between. This injects, the sort of mango and pineapple and shit like that. And that's fine. But yeah, so 7.5 for style. My own personal enjoyment, like I said, I'm kind of sick of these. So, take my own personal enjoyment grade as, just my personal opinion here. And you don't have to necessarily take any of that all too serious, I guess. But I'm just kind of sick of these style-wise, and I'd rather just go back to a really nice, simple IPA, honestly. But I don't want to shit on this, too, because it's not a terrible beer. It's just not something I necessarily would buy. I'm going to throw 6.5. I think that's fair. I think that's pretty fair. If someone handed it to me, I'd totally be into drinking it. It's fine, but it's just I would not gravitate towards it on the shelf after having tried it this time. I'd be like, if I saw this on the shelf in my local NSLC, I would not buy it because I'd be like, yeah, there's IPAs that fit my taste that are not this, and there's plenty of them out there. But yeah, so there we go. Thank you, Nick. 7.5 for style, 6.5 for personal taste. And that was the Trailway Good Weather American IPA, but featuring Vic Secret hops. And I mean, pretty good. Trailway. Seems like they make pretty decent beers, especially if you're into like sort of modern, super hoppy IPAs and stuff like that. Like, it seems like that's kind of what they're dialed in on. So if that's what you're into, then you should look them up if you can find their stuff. I think they're I know they're pretty well established in New Brunswick now. They've done like 2 or 3 expansions since they started in like 2016. think they're in Quebec. They're available in Quebec now. As far as I know. I think I saw a news thing saying that. Actually, I think it even says it on their website. So if you click on their website info in the description, you can see that. But yeah, until then, thanks for watching, guys. And I'll probably be doing another review here tonight. So in a little while, like half hour, something like that. So cheers, and we will see you guys later. Bye-bye.